Hello everybody, and thank you for watching. So today I have a few special things going on in here. First, you may notice, wait, all of a sudden your planner looks awfully thin. What's up with that? And I mean, especially because I had that whole video recently where I was like, hey, look, it looks so chunky. And that's because I was a little concerned about how chunky it was getting. I've seen people who do the planner band thing, but I would just rather the books be able to sit comfortably on a shelf and not be all squished. And so what I ended up doing is I went to, I actually ended up going to both Michael's and Hobby Lobby to find these things. But I bought some new covers. So these are the two, this is the pack I'm using right now. You can see it's polka dotty and it's got these roses. And I also bought another set of rings. Now I've discovered something about these extra rings you can buy. They come in 3 sizes. Expander, which is enormous, medium, which is what these are here, and mini, which are even smaller than the mini Happy Planner rings. And I would have thought that mini rings would be this same size, but I picked them up and they looked strange, so I walked across the store and compared it, and they were not. And I was concerned that, you know, as my planner continues to expand, because this is only 4 months right here, that mini rings would be way too small. So I went with the medium ones. Now it looks kind of strange. I don't know if I like the way it sits on the table, because I feel like the pages are being pushed in a kind of strange way due to these rings. But I do like that I can now take pages out of here to protect them and put them in this this little extra planner. This, like, you know, this is where I've moved everything over planner. So right now, this one that I'll be working out of starts with May. And also my planner somehow came with 2 different title pages. That was just a bonus. So I've now changed my title page to reflect my new name, Notebook Girl. So that's exciting. Anyway, the more exciting thing than me like moving pages over is the fact that today I am shooting my very first collab. Now, I am really excited and nervous about this. Excited because I have never had, I've never done a collab before. I've never had another planner girl reach out to me and say, hey, why don't we do this thing together? And that is really, really exciting to me, because it proves to me that, you know, somebody was interested enough in my videos to think that, you know, interested enough in my style to think that, hey, you know, it would be really cool to do something along with you. And also just because I'm generally not that great at being part of online communities, especially right now with school. I don't have as much time to devote as I would like to. So it was really cool and exciting for me to get that email that said, hey, let's do a collab. And so the wonderful planner girl I'm collaborating with today is named Simpli Shelli. Of course, I'll link her in the description box. And I really enjoy watching her plan with me because we have a lot of the same materials. She is also a frequenter of the Target Dollar Spot, and she in fact has the Target Dollar Spot planner. And then she'll use things like the page flags, and, you know, the various sets that I also have and that I use. So like a couple weeks ago I did, oh, where was it? In April I did a whole spread, yes, themed around these great page flags and this sticker book. And she has a plan with me where she uses the same kinds of materials, which is really cool. And also she's just really sweet, and I will forever be grateful to her for being the first person to reach out and say, hey, let's do a collab. So the way this worked is that, you know, she gave me a number of suggestions for things we could do, and really just kind of asked me to ultimately pick the thing that we would do together. And I, for some reason, was like, hey, why don't we do the pen only challenge? I mean, partially, okay, it's because I am cheap and, you know, grad school, not a lot of money to throw around. And I was like, well, I already have pens. We wouldn't have to, and I know we have a lot of the same Target supplies because I've seen her use them, but it was like, well, I mean, that would be a fun thing. I've been thinking about doing a pen only challenge at some point anyway, so I was like, why not now? But this has proven to be very, very intimidating for me. So much so that I think I am probably going to skip the talk through, and instead I'm just going to end up fast forwarding this as I draw it in. I'll probably add a voiceover if y'all need it, if I decide y'all need it. Yes, I have been working up to this all week. A, because it was a crazy week as it turned out, and B, just because I was worried about, well, what is it I'm going to decide to do and how is it going to work? So full disclosure, it's Friday. With all that said, I will end this blabbing by showing you the pens that I think I'm probably going to use. I have my trusty Uniball Signo, which is what I use to just write in on the pages all the time. And then I also have a black Papermate Flare pen, and it's a medium tip. And I think that in the end, these end up looking very similar on the page with the size of the tip, but it does have a different feel, and it feels like it just has more ink in it, so I can color with it a little more. I did earlier test out this Bic Mark It permanent marker, which I think is like the Bic version of Sharpies, but in tuxedo black. But it was really shadowing on the next page. Is that the word for that? I think that's the word for that. Anyway, it was really showing through the next page, and I thought that that was just not going to work out because I don't want to mess up this spread, and I also don't want to mess up whatever it is I'm going to do for the next week. So I think with all that said, I am just going to start drawing and doodling and writing things in, and then towards the end I will come back and show you what I did. Okay, guys, I think this is it. Actually, let me go ahead and put this in the planner and take a look at it. So yeah, this washi of these swirls was a total fail. So I turned it into a scribble kind of background. It was supposed to be polka dotty, but even the polka dots didn't show through. So I was like, well, I have these two different textures, right? And they're just gonna work together. So that was my strategy on trying to make all of this make sense. I did my top washi like I normally would. These are supposed to be stickers as the idea, plus the yay and do all the things. And then these are kind of stickers, these boxes here, because I have some stickers that look like that from Target. These actually, in fact, look like some stickers I have from Hobby Lobby pretty much. But I was just kind of trying to draw the same type of flower everywhere, which is kind of like, I mean, I modeled it on a sketchy drawing of a plum blossom, ume. So, I don't know if that's really what it looks like, but that's the idea. Do I like this? Do I think it was successful? I don't know. Maybe it will grow on me. Right now it just looks kind of messy and sketchy because I was trying to be me. I was also trying to be different. I was also trying to be like, you know, well, already both of those things are in conflict. If I can't be me and also be different from me. And so, I mean, I guess in many ways it looks like what would be a normal spread for me, except that it's all one color. But I really like using color, and I also would probably really enjoy this if all my lines in here, if I didn't have lines, or if all my lines were not also black. But this is it. This is my pen only spread. Shelly, I wonder how you did. I am excited to go see, and everyone watching this video, as soon as Shelly's video is also posted, I will have it linked in my description, so you can also go and see how she came out with this all pen spread. Shelly, thank you so much for asking me to pick a collab to do with you, and I'm sorry that I picked this one. I hope that you did not struggle with it as much as I did. I mean, it's a good exercise, I suppose. But anyway, so thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. Or if you didn't enjoy it, here, let me show you real quick what my planning normally looks like, so that if you're like, oh no, I don't like this channel, you can be like, oh wait, well maybe I like this channel because that looks almost nice compared to whatever this is. But I tried really hard, and I hope you all have a fabulous day.